Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a Chanel unboxing. I cut open the box clearly already because I didn't want to film while I was fiddling with my scissors, so I got this open. Also, then I don't have to broadcast my home address that's on the outside of this flap on YouTube. So I'm just gonna get in there, just tear this open. Let me just check the receipt. Yep, okay. So let me just get in there. Okay, so I ordered this Chanel piece from Rebag. It's my very first time ordering anything from Rebag. You can see here they packaged pretty well with nice bubble paper, bubble wrap, tissue paper. Now let me just get this box out of the shot here so I can really focus on the goodie. I hear crunching, so there must be some tissue paper in here as well. So Rebag, for those of you who are not familiar, they're kind of like a fashion file. They sell pre-loved designer items, mostly handbags. I have popped into one of their brick and mortar stores here in New York, and they have a ton, like a whole wall of Hermes Birkins and Kellys. They have a lot of Chanels and Louis Vuittons as well. So I saw the bag that I have been eyeing for a while now, happened to be on their website, and I just snatched it up. So let me reveal. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought it was tissue paper. It's actually plastic wrap. Let me see. They probably, I wonder if they do this with all of their packages. I wonder if they're just adding the plastic as an extra precautionary measure to keep things really clean and sanitary with everything that's going on at the moment. I'll take a look at that in a minute. Let me just, oh my gosh. Okay, let me just examine this beauty. So for those of you who are not familiar with this item, this is called the Chanel Classic Clutch with Chain. It was discontinued, is no longer available in the boutiques, and I saw this and I just fell in love. I saw this a while ago, but I couldn't get my hands on it. Doesn't seem like there are many out there. I imagine the ones that are out there are happily owned and they're not being sold, so there just isn't a lot out there. I did see 2 or 3 on Instagram that were being sold by personal shoppers, but by the time I saw those, they were already sold. And then I saw a bunch in lambskin, but I really wanted caviar because you guys know, if you're following my channel, you know that I have the classic flap in lambskin already, and I wanted this to be in caviar. This is the black caviar. I'll give you a close-up. Oh my gosh, look at it. It's perfect, the grains. And then the silver hardware. Oh, there's like no wear on the hardware whatsoever. It looks pristine. There are no scratches, not even hairline scratches, nothing. It looks brand new. So Rebag had listed this as excellent condition, but I feel like it's new. Maybe the previous owner didn't use it very much, and that's why they sold it. But let me look at the corners here. Nothing, no rubbing, no wear anywhere. I, of course, will examine this very thoroughly once I finish filming. It's just a little tricky looking through the camera versus just looking directly at it. So I will inspect it like I do with all of my purchases. But so far, so good. It looks amazing. And I'm actually quite picky about my caviar. I don't like when the grains are too small or too shiny or too big. And I also don't want caviar that's too flat. I think that the puffiness on this one is just perfect. Yes, I'm very picky. And I cannot believe the hardware looks beautiful. Here's the back. So if you are super OCD like me, then you will have already noticed that the back quilting does not match up perfectly. So on my classic flap and also on my walk, the wallet on chain, the quilting diamonds here match up perfectly. So when I saw this, I kind of balked. I thought, okay, the quilting doesn't match. What's up with that? But then I went back and I did my research and I looked at about 5 or 6 of these classic clutches with chains. and all of the back sides look like this. So I guess Chanel did not bother to match up the quilting on this piece. So it gives me peace of mind in a way, knowing that this is not a defect or some kind of craftsmanship issue, but it's just normal for this piece. They just didn't match up the quilting perfectly. And maybe it's just because it opens anyway and there needs to be room for the pocket. So the pocket is one of the reasons why I fell in love with this piece. Look how big it is. It actually takes up the whole backside. So I can put my hand all the way through. I can put both of my hands all the way through. And I can easily plop my phone in here for easy access. I love the back pockets on the classic flap and also my walk, but they're teeny tiny. They're like this little pocket that you could barely put anything in, and they're also really, really snug. This, as you can see, I won't have to worry about stretching it out. It's already just made to be used. It's very functional. Also, another reason why I wanted this bag is because the face of it is quite large. It's quite substantial, as you can see. I'll have to measure this. I'll do a much more in-depth video. This is just an unboxing, but I will do a review video soon, and I will measure it. I will compare it with my other Chanel bags. I'll do a whole bunch of videos. I'll probably do a what's in my bag or what fits in it. But it's very substantial in size, but it's light. It's slim. And because it is a single flap, I didn't even open it up yet. Look at me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me take this out. I love the simplicity of this. It is totally my aesthetic. It's just really easy, really, really simple, minimalist. It's one big compartment, all black leather lined. Then there is one wide open slip pocket here. Okay, yep, I did make sure that it comes with the authenticity card. And let me show you, it is a 19 series. So let me put that back in there. So yes, I love the fact that it's single flap, really, really easy, but also roomy. It reminds me of the Chanel Classic Jumbo single flap that they discontinued, and I know a lot of people shy away from the double flap Jumbo because it is notoriously heavy, and I don't like heavy bags at all. I'm actually very picky about the weight of my bags. So I had thought about in the past, trying to find a jumbo single flap, but I know that in some cases the structure on the jumbo single flaps they just kind of get smushy and they fall apart a bit, and maybe if you use a bag organizer it would help to retain the structure, but I have seen so many that just droop and get squished on the sides. And I guess even though the double flaps are definitely heavier, one of the pros of having a double flap is that you have that bag within a bag concept, so it does help to retain the structure for a longer period of time. But this one here, because of the shape, you can see it's very slim. There really is no room, I don't think, for any sagging or structure loss. It's just such a simply made bag, and it's not meant to be a double flap. It's meant to be a simple clutch. So I love the design. It has sort of like a trapezoidish, I don't know if that's the right shape. It's not perfectly symmetrical in that it's not a rectangle. It has slightly angled sides, which I really don't mind since I have the classic flap, which is like a perfect rectangle. This just gives it a different look. And what I really love also is the chain, and now I have to take a good look at the chain here. I don't want to just stare at the bag and not give you any helpful information, so I'm trying to chat through this unboxing. So as you can see, the chain is actually very delicate, slimmer than the classic flap chains. I love this. If you watched my previous videos, you know that I really love the strap or the chain on my walk, because it is just delicate and more lightweight, and I love that. I love the contrast of this delicate chain against a more substantial sized bag. And you can use it as a clutch. I kind of like the look of the clutch being with the chain kind of just sticking out like this. I think it looks really cool and edgy. But because there are no grommets, there are no holes here to hold the chains, you can actually tuck the chain in all the way. It's not heavy at all, and then just use it as a more simple clutch like this too. So I love the versatility, I love the functionality of it, and then the lightweight, the weight factor really does it for me, and also how large this sort of face is. It's quite I don't know, it's just not a rinky-dink bag, and you know I am in love with mini bags, but for some reason this just spoke to me. Now I do have to address a few things. I'll talk about price, but also I wanted to tell you, if you have been my followers on my channel, you're probably surprised because I said that my next Chanel piece, if I were to get another one, would be a pop of color, and I did try to get a pop of color with the mini square, but you probably know I had some drama with that one. It didn't work out and I had to return it because I found out it was actually an altered bag and wasn't in the condition it was stated to be in. So anyway, no hard feelings. I returned that one, and it was in a beautiful raspberry pink, the 18B raspberry pink color. So that was, or would have been, my pop of color in my small Chanel collection. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess I'm eating my words. This is clearly not a pop of color. It is another black Chanel. But for this size, too, I probably don't want another color. I think if it's a small little bag, pop of color is nice for me. But for a large, substantial size like this, I think black is the perfect neutral, so I can wear it on any occasion with any outfit. I can dress it up or down. So I'm very pleased to be able to add this to my... Again, my small, now I have 3 Chanel bags, so my small collection. This may be it. I may not want to buy another Chanel bag. I've never really strived to have a huge collection. You guys know that if you've been on my channel before. Also, I am doing the one in, one out approach. I have 12 designer bags. Now with this, it'll be 13. I had mentioned that I'm more than happy with 12. I could even go down to 10 probably. So I have already scoped out which designer bag I am going to say goodbye to, and maybe I'll talk about that in my next video. So I'm going to either sell that or donate it or give it away, and then replace it with this one. And this I think I'll have for a very, very long time. So yeah, oh, and then price. Okay, I could literally just stare at this all day and forget to say what I'm supposed to say. So price. As far as my research goes, what I found was that the last retail price for this Chanel Classic Clutch with chain was $3,100. Did I pay $3,100? Did I pay more? Did I pay less? I'm just teasing. No, I paid less. So this was listed on the Rebag site for $29.90. And then they were having a 10% promo. So of course I plopped that code in and I got that discount. So let me just double check my receipt. Where did I put it? Because it will give me the exact price. Yeah, so with the 10% promo, it went down to $26.91, and then of course I had to pay taxes on top of that. So I'm going to round it and say I paid $2,700 before taxes, roughly. And while that is a lot of money, of course, $2,700 for a Chanel bag of this size, I don't think is crazy. It is pretty reasonable, especially for a hard to find piece. Also, the walk that I have, the wallet on chain, which you guys know I love and I wear it very, very often. It's one of my most used bags. It's probably about the size of this. I can do a comparison. It's probably really, really small compared to this massive clutch. And that costs $2,500 US retail. So for maybe $200 more to get this, I think it's worth it for me. I think it's a very, very reasonable price. I'm so glad I was able to catch it with a 10% promo. I'm so glad I was able to get it below the retail price, even though this is a hard to find discontinued item. Also, I wanted to show you, I feel like I'm eating my words on a lot of things here. I'm eating my words on the pop of color and also on the made in France versus made in Italy debate. So if you've been here before, you know I have a really soft spot for made in France bags. Both my walk and my classic flap are made in France. And this one here, clearly, as you can see, is made in Italy. Now, I did know that before I bought it. I figured, because I've never seen this item with a made in France stamp. I have looked at, I told you, maybe 5 or 6, I don't know, upwards of 7 possibly, and they all have made in Italy stamps. So I don't know enough. Maybe they only made these in Italy. They were only out for a little while and then they discontinued them. So I told myself, because I love this item, I've been trying to get my hands on it. It is hard to find. I said, if I see it and the craftsmanship and the quality is impeccable, just like with any bag I would expect, especially for this amount of money, then I won't fuss over made in Italy versus made in France. So I think I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Let's see if I notice any differences over time, but I think this is totally fine the way it is. So let me close this up. What else can I tell you? What else can I show you? I promise I will do more in-depth videos. I noticed that there's not a lot at all. There's not a lot of content, no photos, no videos of this piece at all. There's only one channel. Her name is Jayme J, that I found. And if you're watching this, Jayme J, I don't know if you are, but thank you so much for posting your videos, because I think she has 2 videos up of this, and she actually says she loves her clutch with chain so much that she actually sold her classic flaps. I don't know if I'll do that, but yeah, she really loves this. And her videos were really helpful. Her videos are the only ones out there, really, and I watched those over and over and over and over again until I became absolutely obsessed. So I promised to put some videos out there showing more detail on this bag in case you've been interested, or you are now interested and you want to do your own research. Hopefully that's helpful. So before I end this video, I will say, I should have been prepared actually. I have a Chanel giveaway coming, and I have the item. It just arrived the other day. I could have shown you right now, but I don't have it with me. It's in the other room. I have 5 giveaways throughout the month of May. I think you guys know if you've been on my channel before. So just, it's really, to say a big thank you in terms of helping me grow my channel over 5,000 subscribers. We hit that milestone just a few weeks ago, and I already announced 3 giveaway items. And I have 2 more coming, one of which is a Chanel. It's a little Chanel goodie, nothing massive, but I hope it brightens up someone's day, whoever wins it. So stay tuned for those 2 giveaways. One is a Chanel, one is not. If you missed my other giveaway items, just double back and find those videos. Actually, I'll link them down below in the description box so you don't have to go hunt for those. All 5 giveaways are going to run through May 25th, so you have plenty of time. If you haven't had a chance to enter, you can enter all 5, and I will just randomly, my kids will randomly choose the winners, and all winners will be announced on my IG stories on May 26th. So let me see what this is too, because I've just been ignoring it. I don't know if it's just like a little business card. Let's see what this is. Oh, okay. So this is just this is kind of nice. So I knew that the item would come with the authenticity card. I don't feel comfortable purchasing pre-loved items that don't come with the Chanel authenticity card. So I got that, but this one here, I guess, Rebag, has their own authenticity card. And yeah, it's good to have just as a backup. It looks like they guarantee authenticity for life, so that's always good. And if you want more information on Rebag, just let me know in the comments below. I can do a separate video, just not only on my experience, but their return policy, what else they offer. I don't know if that would be an interesting video or not, but let me know. Also, let me know in the comments below what you think of this piece. And yeah, please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you are new to my channel and you enjoy luxury goodies, then please subscribe, because we're all about happy, fun, frivolous, silly stuff here. Thank you so much. Stay healthy, stay well. Bye-bye.